Saluzzo is a town and former principality in the province of Cuneo, Piedmont region, Italy. The city of Saluzzo is built on a hill overlooking a vast, well-cultivated plain. Iron, lead, silver, marble, slate, etc., are found in the surrounding mountains. It has a population of approximately 17,000. Saluzzo was the birthplace of the writer Silvio Pellico and of typographer Giambattista Bodoni. History. Saluzzo was of civitas of the Viggiani, or mountain Ligures, and later of the Saluvii. This district was brought under Roman control by the consul Marcus Fulvius circa 125 BC. In the Carolingian age it became the residence of a count, later having passed to the marquesses of Susa. Manfredi, son of Marquis Bonifacio del Vasto, on the division of that principality became Marquis of Saluzzo. This family held the Marquisate of Saluzzo from 1142 to 1548. The Marquisate embraced the territory lying between the Alps, the Po and the Sierra, and was extended on several occasions. In the Middle Ages it had a checkered existence, often being in conflict with powerful neighbors, chiefly the Counts of Savoy. After Manfredi's death, his widow had to accept a series of tributes, which were to be later the base of the House of Savoy's claims over the increasingly feebler marquesses' territories. Thomas III, a vassal of France, wrote the romance Le Chevalier Errant. Ludovico I started the golden age of the city and imposed himself as a mediator between the neighboring powers. Ludovico II constructed a tunnel, no longer in use, through the Monvigia, a remarkable work for the time. With the help of the French he resisted a vigorous siege by the Duke of Savoy in 1486, but in 1487 yielded and retired to France, where he wrote L'Art de la Chevalerie Souveraine, a treatise on good government, and other works on military affairs. He was a patron of clerics and authors. In 1490 Ludovico regained power, but after his death his sons struggled longly for the rule and impoverished the state. After long struggles for independence, the marquisate was occupied by the French, as a fief of the crown of France, with the name of Saluces, and remained part of that kingdom until it was ceded to Savoy in 1601. In 1588, Charles Emmanuel I of Savoy took possession of the city. Thenceforward Saluzzo shared the destinies of Piedmont, with which it formed one of the keys of the House of Italy. The Marquisate of Saluzzo is the setting of Boccaccio's Tale of Griselda, the final story in the Decameron, as well as Chaucer's Clerk's Tale in the Canterbury Tales. Main sites. Saluzzo Cathedral Church was built in Lombard Gothic style. The facade is decorated with rose windows, frescoes and statues. The interior contains a magnificent Baroque high altar, plus a 16th-century terracotta group portraying the Deposition, Adoration of the Shepherds by Sebastiano Ricci. San Bernardo Church, formerly belonging to the Conventuals, has interesting tombs of the Counts della Torre. San Giovanni, Dominican church, begun in 1330 in Gothic style and completed in 1504 with Bramantesque influences. The facade is Gothic. The apse, from 1504, houses a funerary chapel of Ludovico II, work by Antoine Le Moiturier, covered with green stone and characterized by an elegant play of arches and sculptures. The sepulchre of Ludovico II is a Renaissance work by Benedetto Briosco. Annexed to the Gothic cloister and the capitular hall with the mausoleum of a vicar general of the Marquisate, Galeazzo Cavata di Carmagnola, a Renaissance work by Matteo Santmicheli. Casa Cavassa, site of the Civic Museum and rebuilt with a Renaissance interior. San Agostino and San Bernardino. Town Hall is the former Jesuit college, while the older one, with a bold tower, is utilized by the Court of Assizes. The 16th-century Villa Belvedere has elegant rooms with late Renaissance decorations. Notable people: Alice of Saluzzo, General Carlo Alberto dalla Chiesa, Marquis Michele Antonio di Saluzzo, Silvio Pellico, writer, Giambattista Bodoni, typographer, Corrado Segre, mathematician, Federico Lombardi, Jesuit priest, director of Radio Vatican, Pier Paolo Maggiore, architect, Luciano Nizzala, soccer dirigent, Paolo de Chiesa, skier, Magda Olivero, singer, Isacco Levi, partisan.